Alright guys, so I'm doing this video very early in the morning, so if I'm being quiet or it seems like I'm being quiet, that's because I'm trying not to wake up the house. Uh, so I got requested that I do some model videos again and start getting back into it, and I'm planning on doing so. So I think a good basis for that would be to do a new introduction because now I bought a new house. I'm no longer at the old place where you've seen my workbench there, where I had cars spread across a giant table and parts galore. Um, I still do. I still have a ton of parts, ton of cars. Only issue is now my workspace is a third of the size because we have kids and just life going on around, so I can't have too much out or too many things going on at the same time because I lose parts or kids will get a hold of the car and smash the car up. That happened with this wagon in front of me. That's why it took so long to finish. So with that being said, I think I'm just gonna go over a couple builds, the two that I did this year so far, and then a couple I've done that you guys have seen in the background, but I don't think I've done full videos on. So my buddy Steve actually started doing videos, and he was one of the guys to inspire slash persuade me to get back into making videos. So at the moment, I'll do a quick turn. You can see I got my workbox here, which is full of tools, glues, parts. You know, spare parts are in the top. This got all my powders, paints. There's tools. There's, you know, this is my paint drawer. A lot of my stuff is in here. That's hand paint or airbrush. Even my airbrush is in there. Just a ton of stuff that I use. My glues, assortments, matches, different filaments that I use on bodies and I've been using recently. A lot of my sanding sticks, papers, and just more paints, markers, stuff like that. Over there is my projects. Currently getting that in order. I don't want to get too far into that box because that can be a video on its own, is this area right here. But that's the project area right now as far as what I am working on. So the cars I've done, this year I've done 2 wagons so far, these top 2, both of them being Novas. So I'll explain this Derby one real quick. So I built this as a curbside Derby car with little detail on the inside and just colorful paints, colorful design, so that way it's readable across the room. I did that in memory of my buddy Jeremy Yeager, who passed away a while ago. I think we're going on 2 years now, and I did it like one of his cars that I have in my collection. I actually have one of his curbside Derby cars in my collection, and I built it close to how that one is. So it started off as a 63 Nova wagon that I chopped the back pillars and then bent the back end all to what it is now, and then reattached the back pillars to the top of the fenders. Reason I chopped it and did it like that is obviously the drastic angles that I was going to bend this thing at. I wanted to make it have clean bends and make it look like an actual bent car and not just a melted mess. So roof sign, you can see some of the mud splatter on there. Got mud splatter on the roof as well if the camera picks up tiny details, but it's also dark and doing this pretty early. So this car actually doesn't even have an engine in it, so curbside is basic. You're not doing details that people are gonna see basically. So my underside is very basic with just rust and mud, and then you can see there's just a flat plate in there. That's what the headers connect to. There's no engine. There would have been a detailed engine plate, but we didn't use it on this build. I did use it on that build, but we probably won't see that because I'm not gonna flip that one upside down. None of these I'm gonna flip upside down like this one. Simple gas tank in there. No anything else, just the steering wheel and a seat. Like I said, no detail on the inside, no panels, no nothing, just quick, easy, fun build. Put this one off to the side, and so that was the most recent car I finished. I finished that one earlier this month, and then there was the 24-hour build off, my first one that I've done. I've seen it for years. My buddies tried to convince me, and finally my buddy Deadman, shout out, convinced me to do it finally. After seeing him do it the last 3 years, I finally stepped in and did it. I completed my 63 Nova. This is a Pilsner Blair. Yeah. I think it's Pilsner Blair is how it's pronounced. It's a Swedish dented rust car. Good amount of detail. Another curbside, but I also added stuff inside the interior like cinder blocks, burnout tires, metal sign, exhaust tip hanging out, better set of rims. Some cool details in this. I'm also filming one-handed, so forgive me. The paint is Duplicolor paint in Rust-Oleum primer, as well as Rust-Oleum and testers for the rust. It's a Rust-Oleum red primer along with testers flat rust and testers flat brown splotched into there to make the different tones. You can see it better on that front fender there. The gold/tan is Duplicolor and the white is Duplicolor, as well as the hood and red fender are both Duplicolor. All the Duplicolor cans are dollar cans that I got from the AutoZone sale. If you guys didn't know about that, you probably want to check your local AutoZone after seeing this video. So that was a fun little build. I finished in 17 hours, which is really quick compared to a lot of the guys, but there's also some insane builds that were on that show, or at least in that showing. So I'm happy to be part of it. I'm definitely going to do it again next year. So we'll put that off to the side. And then the last two I'm going to show you, I got to make this video, I got to start speeding it up here, are my two Imperials that I have finished. This one got finished quicker than the blue one. The blue one, I will get into it when I look at it, but so we'll focus on the 67 right now, the green 67. John Hart started the build. He lost interest in it at one point. Oh, Jesus, sorry. He lost interest in the build at one point, and I ended up taking the build over. And then when I took the build over, I finished the build off and brought it with me to meet up with my friends in Wisconsin for the first time in person and show off some of our derby models in the show. So it was at Midwest Modelers show. They have it every September, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. I can't show too much underneath because I have my show ticket still under there, but simple charger frame stretched. Got some pretty good detail in there as far as switch panels and wiring, shifter, gas tank. Cage is pretty intense. Wish I had more light, but like I said, I'm doing this super early, so please forgive me. We'll put that one over there now. Get some showcase on my full framer. So the full framer I sold as a half-built car before. I bought it back, and then when I bought it back, I rebuilt the whole car. I went through everything and redid the body damage, took all the paint off it, redid everything. The only thing I didn't touch was I left the vinyl roof that I did years ago. All I did was mess it up a little more and made it look more realistic, but I left that alone for the most part. This one's supposed to be a 6456. Wherever the dated bumper says back here, 65. So yeah, it was a fun build. I built it way before the green one, but I wanted to make sure it was done so that way when I went to Wisconsin I could take two with me. So I did finish this one up in the background as well while building that one, which wasn't hard because it was already pretty much done to begin with. I just had to redo a ton of the work. But yeah, as far as how things are going, just starting to get back into swinging the modeling scissors or doing work on plastic again, because I've been working so much at my job. It's a 6-day-a-week gig, so I'm trying to find an hour here, hour there, or even a few hours now with children is harder than it used to be when I was a single man. You know, go figure. That's how life works. You want to have a family, you gotta know where your sacrifices are gonna be. So luckily for me, I'm very grateful to be in the situation I'm in, so I'm able to still do models, still be healthy, have a family, have a good job, and be comfortable in life. So I'm very thankful for that. I know we're making this a quick video just to sort of refresh and show you guys where I'm at model car wise right now, but we will be hopefully doing more videos and making this more of a I would like to be more scheduled, but life will determine how the videos come out. It's going to be more than, I know you guys wait a year to 6 months for these things, the ones that do want to see this. So we're going to start doing this more, because I know you guys want to see how we do this, how we build these things, so that way you or your kids can eventually build their own or be inspired to build their own. I'm not going to hold any secrets. If there's any questions, I've always answered them over the years. I think now is a better time to showcase all of those techniques, secrets, or build styles. So with that being said, I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I hope to show you guys more. But for now, from me, that's it for today. We'll see you guys in the next one, and we'll be wrecking up some more cars here soon. Well, later guys, stay safe.